If you can hear me now, I was asking you that, you mentioned that you've bid for 11 crore litres of ethanol. What would that translate into in terms of a revenue contribution for the ethanol business?
So actually we've been awarded the orders. So we've not bid for B-heavy this year. So it's like 43 and a half into 11. So 440, close to 500 crores.
Okay, that's not a small contribution. Okay, now let me come to the sugar prices itself, Mr. Saraogi. We have seen prices climbing up globally as well. And day after day, ISMA seems to tone down its expected output in the current year. What is your own math in terms of output and therefore pricing?
See, my personal view, and this is not ISMA's view, this is Vivek Balrampur Chini's personal view,
okay,
that production should be in the range of 30 million only.
Okay. Okay, so in that case,
Yeah, with the export target and the, sorry.
No, go ahead. No, go ahead. Therefore, the impact on prices.
Yeah. So, therefore, the impact on prices, I think both globally and domestically should be tick up. It's the bias improves because your expectation from this year is not 315, it's 300. Secondly, even globally, people are factoring in a huge surplus from India, which might not translate into reality. Globally, even beet production is looking much lower. Thailand is looking lower. Pakistan is not looking higher. Brazil is on the balance with this crude coming low. If crude moves up, Brazil goes lower. So by and large, my personal construct over the next 2 years for the domestic market and global market is a gradual firming up of prices.
Okay. So when you say gradual firming up of prices, what are the international sugar prices currently? What are the ex-factory sugar prices, in India now? And what do you see as the trend over the next 3 to 6 months?
See, yesterday, because of the fall in crude prices, the global prices have closed at about 12.5 cents. And Indian prices, because of the beginning of the season, is around 31 rupees.
Okay.
So I see improvement in both this as we go ahead.
Okay. Right now, are exports profitable?
See, with the what the government is pitched in as subsidy, I think it will meet the cost.
Okay.
Or it will be aligned to the market price.
Okay.
Which we are selling domestically.
Sure. I'll come back to sugar, but lest we run out of time, you said the bid that you've made for ethanol translates into about 500 crores or so. On a quarterly basis, you're doing about 100 crores of revenues for the ethanol business. In the second half of the year, what would you be penciling in?
It's all off-take and all, but in a year, this quantity would fully get lifted.
Okay,
so that maybe 125 per quarter, it might be 150, 100,
Okay, so 500 crore is what we should work with in terms of those revenues, as you said.
Definitely.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. What should be, how was the festive demand? Was demand better than previous years and therefore some pressure on prices, upward pressure?
No. Right now, there's no upward pressure because season has begun all over the country. So next couple of months, prices would be benign. They would be quiet.
Okay.
And, festival month is like in any other month,
Right.
Basically, you sell a little more, price doesn't move.
Okay.
Okay. And sugar exports, you're still targeting about 5 million tons of exports next year, or have you sort of changed that guidance?
See, I wouldn't be able to, it's too early to give a figure for the country. As far as Balrampur goes, whatever quota has been allocated to us, we would finish it fully.
Okay. Vivek, there's one school of thought which believes that after the general elections, and since UP elections are already over, after general elections, there might be some tinkering with the SAP. And in fact, some people believe perhaps that might be gone itself. Would that be too outlandish a thought, or you reckon something positive could happen around that?
See, obviously, it's the state government's prerogative to fix the price as per the court, but we have also put forward our thoughts, and the government having given a loan and a subsidy to clear previous year's price. I personally don't think that the SAP should be tinkered with. And I'm hopeful towards that.
Okay.
All right, Vivek.
Just one last question before we let you go. You spoke about what happens this year with the ethanol business, 500 crores. But can you tell us what the ethanol production and realization could be in the next year? I mean, what are we looking at in terms of, say, an EBIT per litre on ethanol, roughly?
So, as is informed to the exchanges and the board, last time we are putting up another distillery in Guleria, which will hopefully come in line in the month of December. So, post commissioning of that, Balrampur's capacity would be going to 18 crore litres.
All right, Vivek. Thanks a lot
So,
for
price remaining the same. Yeah.
Sure. No, please finish. Please finish what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, so prices remaining at 43.5, you can multiply 18, would give you about 770 crores of revenue from that.